Okay, good afternoon. And thank you for having me here, Payoneer. It's really an honor, and I'm thrilled to be part of the distinguished panel of speakers you have. And I'm excited to share with our audience today how Beyond Limits, our company, pretty new. We just started last year, and we're able to expand our businesses. We have now three sites. Despite of the pandemic, we added two more office spaces. Our headcount grew by 104% from March to date, and we also have more clients. Mostly 60% are referred by our existing clients. And our current clients are also expanding their businesses with us. So I want to share with you this deck. Okay. So the secret to selling is never sell. Meaning to say, we don't use the word sell to clients. That's one thing. What we are offering them is a partnership. We often tell them that we're here to solve their problems, not really selling our services. So it's like instead of selling, we are trying to be rainmaker. Rainmaker are the people who are creating opportunities, bringing in client through connections or associations. So it's usually the highly regarded by other employees in the company, like a key figure. We are principal, partner, executive. So in a service industry like BPO, just remember three R's. For me, this is the foundation of what I use whenever each time I talk to new clients or existing clients: relationship, referral, and reputation. So as I go along my talk or my deck, you will hear me often going back to these three R's. Okay. Another concept that I want to share is the three-legged stool. Most likely, it's just about doing your best, lead the people that you have to navigate them to the direction that you want your company to go on. So this is generate new business. It's like giving always your best. That's important thing because your clients will refer you if you are excellent in what you're doing, and then at the same time leading your people. As a business owner, I'm really hands-on in monitoring my leaders. At the same time, in the marketing and business development side, we are also really aggressive, generating new businesses, and at the same time, keeping our existing clients happy and satisfied with our businesses. So, just want to ask, for those who attended in business schools, I attended one, but these are the things that they don't teach in business school: insight, design, expertise, advice, even sales. Because sales is a discipline. It is not something that is being taught in school. It's practice, and excellence is also a habit. If you're good in sales, it's more of because of the experience you got, not really being taught in a school. So it's important that the three R's I mentioned a while ago: relationship, reputation, and referrals, you will work from those as a salesperson or as a rainmaker of your company. So the elements of selling, this is the chunk of my talk for today. So the elements of selling involves 7 things. First is awareness, understanding, interest, respect, trust, ability, and readiness. So these are the 7 things. For me, these are my guide. Every time I talk to a new client, every time there's a new client referred to us, we'll go through this 7 elements. First is the awareness. It's important that your prospect knows the company itself, knows what your intentions are, what do you value, and how they can trust you. So in the elements of awareness or elements of selling under awareness, when you introduce your company, remember that things matter, intention. So you should hear what your prospect clients wanted to get or to get from your services or from you. What is it that you will be able to return to them when they get you as their partner or a service provider. As for the values matter, personally, I believe in karmic business. So it's like the value of the service should be higher than the value of profit. It's like, especially for us, we are a startup company. It's important that we show to clients what we value, and those values also matter to the client. Time matters. Another under awareness, it's because trust and reputation are not built over time. So these are the things that you have to work on. And if the awareness, you have need to have a branding of your company. Even small details like the logo, your tagline, that's very important to create brand awareness. At later on, we'll turn to brand loyalty. So how can you build awareness? First is you can ask for some advices from a mentor. I have 2 or 3 mentors when we started Beyond Limits Outsourcing Solutions. And from those 3 mentors, they have their own circles or they have their own acquaintances. And because they are my mentors, I learned from them what's the trend in the industries that we are catering to. Right now, Beyond Limits is focused in accounting, healthcare, and also escrow and title. So all our US clients. So if you have a mentor system, you'll be able to connect to other people. And then also another tip to create awareness is to attend speaking engagements like this one. So it's for free, and at the same time you have nothing to lose. You're able to make people aware of your company. At the same time, you can practice your public speaking skills, which is important when you talk to clients. You can also host seminars, or right nowadays, because we are in a lockdown because of the current situation, webinars are really the in thing. So host webinars to create awareness of your company, attend conferences as well, and then write blogs or newsletters so that people will be aware of your brand. Second element is understanding. So ask yourself, do clients understand what you do, who you serve, and how are you unique? I've observed most of the websites, they have this they have pages for this. For Beyond Limits, we just have our new website up. It's www.beyondlimitsbpo.com, and you will see in there we have what you do, who we serve, and how are we unique. Especially in the BPO industry, there are a lot of BPOs. Some are catering to US clients, some for Australian clients. So there are a lot. So how can you stand out? That's the question. I believe for us, when we started Beyond Limits, we personally have this advocacy of providing full college scholarships. We shared it also to the client, meaning to say we inform clients about this. So it's something that we don't charge to clients. It's free. At the same time, we don't deduct from the salaries of our employees. As owners of Beyond Limits, I get those from my profit as an owner. The what clients and employees are contributing, they're also contributors, and I give credit to that. As for clients, if they hire more employees, we'll be able to get more scholars. We have a ratio. That's how unique Beyond Limits is. So we have, for example, for every X number of employees our clients are hiring, that's an equivalent to 1 scholar. And then also for the employees, their contributions is by doing good, by providing excellent customer service to our clients. That's how they can help with that. So the tips in understanding for clients to understand you is, or understand what you're doing, specialization is very important. So decide what you are good at and take it from there. Specialize on that. Define it. And then shrink the pond. If you cannot be the largest or the best in your category, make your market definition smaller or create a new category where you can be a number one. So that's one tip that I can give. And then target your advertising, meaning to say you target only your specialized industries or the industries that you're catering to. And as I've said, the website is a good also source for your clients or prospects to understand what you're doing. Next is the elements of selling. So if you need to answer for your prospect clients to continue spending time with you, they have to find answers to the following. Are you relevant to their goals? Are you relevant to them? And what is your significant positive impact on those goals? They will know that you're relevant to them if you're able to solve their problems, support their initiatives, or promote an organizational agenda. And they know that you are significant or have a positive impact to those goals if you're able to help them, or you are instrumental in their revenue growth. You're able to reduce the cost of the client or their company if you're able to improve the business performance and processes, and another other important metric for the clients. That's when they will tell you that, okay, I'm interested, you are relevant, you're significant enough to my business. So another question, or next question is, how can you drive the client to the right direction? First, you ask clients, or this is the only question maybe you want to know from the client. Ask the client, what are their plans for the next 1 to 3 years? And then how can you make a meaningful difference out of those goals of the client or the plans? And it will be also ideal if you can give a client solution before they have a problem. Be a thought leadership. That's what I'm also telling my team. Always be a thought leadership. Before a client can think of the solution or the problem, do the thinking for the client. Okay? So we have awareness, we have understanding, we have the interest of the client. So what's next? It's respect. So client needs to respect you, because before they can trust you with their business, they should know that, or they should feel that you are someone who's respectful. So questions to answer are you credible, and what is your track record? Client will respect you because of your experience, your background, and track record. It's not because you're friends with the clients. It's more on what is your credibility. So for the client should be confident that you can get the job done for them. Track record, it means what you have done successfully for others. For credibility, I should say, you need to look and act the part, because client would know if you're really telling them or you're transparent with what you are trying to tell them. So to earn the respect, you have to answer the questions. Are you relevant? Are you credible? And do you have a team that fits? So like for Beyond Limits, we have the right team, I believe, and I'm confident of that, because I'm hands-on with the recruitment. So because I know in our business model, staff augmentation, the employees that we have are very hiring or directly working with the clients. So it's important that I know their background, their experience, and expertise. That's when you will earn respect. So for Beyond Limits, we don't have problem with that. Clients are respecting not only the team, but also the decisions that we're making to help them with their businesses. Fifth is trust. So clients, even anyone who wants to enter in a relationship, they need to have trust. So being competent, meaning to say, client should be able to say, I trust you will get the job done for us. Honesty is when clients are confident to tell you that I trust you have my back on this. So benevolence is same with honesty. And always remember that in trust, there are two halves to make it. First is head, meaning to say respect for your work. Your client should have respect for your work before they can trust you. Second is heart. You put the client's interest first. Okay? And the tips that I can give you is be transparent. Always be transparent and communicate all the time to the client. Provide visibility. Especially for outsourcing, they cannot see daily their employees. So make the clients feel that they can trust you by being transparent. Tell them if you still have available time to do other work for them, which is a practice in our company. Friends of friends, clients will tell you about their friends if they trust you, especially. And if you screw up, accept and take full responsibility, and find solutions right away and suggest it to clients. That's when you will have the trust of the clients. Show that you care, good intentions. I will always say authenticity is really important. Being authentic, not only earning the respect of the client, but their trust. Sixth is the ability. So these are the questions. Is there really an opportunity, or are you fit to the client? So let's say client is already aware of what you're doing, they understand your services, they understand how you are different, and they know you have they are interested because they know you have a significant impact to their business. They trust you, and they respect you. Sixth step or element is ability, but you should also pre-qualify. In my experience, where we talk, I think, to two prospects before when Beyond Limits is just starting, pretty new then. We talked to two prospects, and only to find out that the reason they want to talk to us, we're spending time with them almost daily. We're talking, only to find out that what they really want is to just create their own company or they create their own BPO. So you see, you need to ask. My tip is ask probing questions to know the motives of the prospects. Are they really prospect or are they competitors? So if there's an ability, you need to check first. Don't just jump off the ship right away. So and then determine fit. Let's say, okay, this is really a client. They're not will not there will not be a competitor. But then fit, meaning to say, are their values aligned to your values? So ask questions about their mission, the company's goals, their vision, how do they treat employees, how do they treat their customers. So that way, you'll be able to know the internal culture and expectations from that client. And also identify if there's a budget, of course. Budget defines commitment. So if the client has no interest, have crazy expectations from you, or no budget at all, spending too much time with them doesn't make sense. So you're just wasting not only his time but yours too. But remember, though, that engaging with people who do not have authority and budget is sometimes the way to figure out who does. So if you that they will not be turned into a client, you can ask them for some referrals, or they can keep in touch with you for future needs. If they're not yet able to hire you or to get your services. The magic formula, this is just simple. Always remember, when you talk to people, high return of investment plus right level of stakeholder means ability. So, meaning to say, if you were talking, you have a contact, you have a network, let's say a chief finance officer, a CFO. He's in a high position in the company, but then he cannot decide yet if he or she will get your services or they will hire you as their BPO or outsourced vendor or provider. But he has high ROI because if he was able to convince the board of their company to hire you or to get services from you, they would know that he or she, it's an accomplishment for him or her as a CFO because he'll be able to do cost reduction, improve the efficiency, and among other things, the benefits of outsourcing tasks or business processes. And then if that will be the case, that's the right level of stakeholder because he has the influence over the rest of who will decide if they will get you or hire you or not. So that's when ability will come in or will be the result. Seventh and last is readiness. So timing is everything. Sometimes clients are aware, they understand what you're doing, they're interested, and they want to hire you. However, if that happens, what will happen is for the readiness, the partnership to work has to be the right timing for both. Um, Interruption marketing, that's another one, but there are also bumps in the road. Like expect that personnel might change, reorganization, business imperatives and priorities, and price as well, and the loss of momentum. So what to do when it happens? Be patient with that, and also loss of momentum and what to do then. Continue to serve. Keep on adding value still to the client. Send them some helpful articles and links, and also let them know that you're still there to help them. Okay. And then lastly, stay proximate, meaning to say stay in touch with the client, stay on top of their minds and look for the moment. Okay. So these are the elements of selling. The remaining slide is about 4 motivators of buying. So you have to create a fun experience for your clients. You have to connect, you have to inspire them, you have to create confidence to your client and appreciate them. So to keep connected, find easy connection, a common ground with your client. That's when client will feel confident or client will feel comfortable with you. And then find out your customer's most important priority because he will feel that you want to connect with him. And then this is also something that you should remember. Don't gossip about other customers. So just say enough about yourself as well. Offer solutions, not products. As I've said, don't sell, but more on like you're offering solutions. Clients will also feel inspired if you're able to share happy customer stories of your clients or your clients. If you are binded by confidentiality agreement, you should not disclose about your client. Just give them an overview of the client's company and what you're doing for that client. We should have this thinking that you are creating an ad that says, this could be you. We can also make you happy customer. That feel, give that to the client or prospect. And then to create confidence, follow up quickly. Always follow up with the client or prospect because follow up builds trust and trust builds sales. It's like when you make a follow up, it shows that you're persistent really to help the client. Provide also questions that clients will also ask themselves. For example, if they say that we haven't outsourced yet, because with that task, let's say an example, medical credentialing, which can be outsourced, and then client will tell you that, or the prospect will tell you that we haven't done that yet, and I don't think it's possible. We don't have budget for that. And then ask client how much you're losing by not by not doing this task immediately or by not having a specific or designated person to do the work. So that's when a client will be able to create confidence. Okay, you know what you're talking about, and you know what is your value as a BPO or service provider. Okay. Lastly, appreciated. It doesn't stop with thank you. So there are many dimensions aside from thank you. It also means anticipating their needs ahead of time, and you celebrate purchases. Meaning to say, if someone has spent a lot of money with you, follow up to show you care about the customer and not just about the transaction. So check if okay, you with the client. Don't just stop there. Check with the client. Make a follow up. Are they happy with the services that your company is providing? Is there any other things that you can do to help the client or that you can improve on? So ask for feedback. That's client will show that you are serious. You are also valuing them and not just valuing the transactions. It's more of the person that you value. Okay, I think that's what I can share. Practices that us in Beyond Limits are also already doing, from operations to business development, up to admin side, so from management up. So that's what we are doing. So any questions that you have? Oh, hi Brian. Hi Jen and Ice. Thanks, Ruth. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something from this talk. Yes, Brian, it's an amazing initiative. So I want to share with you that since the last time we've talked, we're able to grow the company. Yeah, we have more clients now. 60% of our clients are referred by existing clients. So we're fortunate also. We didn't have any layoff during the pandemic. We even added two more sites, as I've mentioned. We're really growing and we're excited about this. The karmic business, I really believe in karmic business. So what we're thinking is how we can help clients, not just how we can grow, of course, how we can give more employment, especially in the pandemic. But it's more on evolves also around how we can help client and provide them good services. So our clients are also growing. They're saying it's because of the people that they're hiring from us. Thank you, Ice. Yeah. Yeah, authenticity, it's really important. So even in some of my interviews and podcasts, you will see that I always mention about uh, authenticity. For me, it's very important. And even when I had my interview for marketing in Asia, the Rising 70. So those are seven personalities in LinkedIn Philippines. And I talk more about authenticity because clients will feel if you're authentic. We have a question from Anvi. What are the most common reason why clients becoming mistrust the freelancer or provider? That's a good question, Anvi. For me, the most reason is if you are not transparent. Because I observed that even if you're on the phone, client will feel if you are sincere with what you're saying, and if you are also call this if you are also transparent with, for example, for Beyond Limits, our clients are paying us per staff. Let's say the stuff is done already, and Filipinos, you know how Filipinos work. They're very resilient. They're very fast learners, and they can also do work very fast. They're very efficient, and if they can finish before the time that clients are expecting them to complete the work, we are very proactive, sending emails, texting the client, calling the client. Hey, I still have available time today and for the next for the coming week. I'm available for anything that you want me to work on. And also, we are transparent when we are charging clients. For example, clients want to give bonuses to our employees or to their staffs here. What I'm doing is I'm giving the actual receipt in the invoices. I'm attaching it, so no additional charges. So we convert it to dollars, peso to dollar, and yeah, I think transparency, Anvi, is very important. Even in whatever relationship, right? It's important that you are transparent, you are sincere, and you trust. You let the person know that you can be trusted. They'll be confident that you are. I hope to answer your question.